My name is Kelly Warnes, and I'm first. I am a graphic design student at UW-Stout. I have been here since 2011, and I hope to graduate within the next year. I am from a small town outside of Madison called Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. I grew up there with my mom, my dad, and my brother. My parents both worked full-time jobs to support my brother and I while we were in school, and neither of them attended college or got a college degree, but instilled in my brother and I a hard work ethic because they thought that was important. My mom encouraged me to do whatever it was that I believed in, but she did make me promise her that I would continue my education. And so I made the decision my junior year of high school to apply to Stout for the graphic design program. I heard about it through a couple of my teachers at school who had attended Stout for graphic design, and they encouraged me to apply because they thought I would love it, and they were right. So I applied and I got accepted, but not into the graphic design program. So when I came to Stout in 2011, I was undeclared, and I stayed in the undeclared major for a while and was convinced to try a couple of other majors. And eventually I did, and I just wasn't enjoying them. So I reapplied for the graphic design program in the spring of 2013, and got an email, and I was accepted, and that's when my college career really began. So I was able to fulfill my dream of going to school for graphic design, and I have been in that program ever since. The process of getting to college was a struggle. As much as my parents wanted to support me financially, and as hard as they worked to be able to support my brother and I through high school, they just weren't able to pay for my education for college. But they did want to help as much as they could. We contacted Wells Fargo and a couple of other loan places and set up a program where my dad could be my co-signer since he had a full-time job that he could support me. And we continued on that process, and I was able to pay for all of my semesters of school through that loan process. That is until 2014, when my dad suffered a heart attack, which led to a series of events where he ended up losing his job, and he wasn't able to support me anymore, which meant that the possibility of not being able to return to school was really real. And so that led me to have to make a choice between giving up on my degree or fighting. And giving up seemed really plausible, but I knew that I had to fight because I was 4 years in at that point to my 5-year program, and I knew that I needed to finish. So that's how I got in contact with the Stout financial aid offices to discuss my options and to see what she could do to help. And right before the start of this current semester, I got an email to let me know that because I had fought and I had talked and gotten help, I was going to be able to receive grants and loans and things like that that would help me pay. And my entire semester was covered. And so now I can finish my degree and I can graduate and get a job, which is something that I'm so excited about and proud. And I wouldn't have been able to do that if the UW-Stout Financial Aid Office hadn't helped me.